Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel Part 50. In the previous... Reen, why do you always have to do that? Why you gotta interrupt me when I'm doing the intro? In the previous video, we wrapped up all of our day one stuff. We fought the big monster in the sewers, and now we're going to go watch Laura and Fie duel to the death. Because, maybe that'll make them not hate each other. I don't know. Or maybe, you know, if there's just one of them, then they ain't got nobody to beef with. Ooh, work ran pretty late today. Need to hurry home and eat some dinner. Now, I don't know, can we go into places? We're supposed to be going to the park, but I guess we can take the time to talk to some peeps. It's been a while since I popped my head in here. Himing's taste in music is as impeccable as it ever was. This one really brings back memories. It always reminds me of the first time I went to see an opera. He sure knows how to make his customers happy. Oh yeah, who's the guest? Anyone we know? Rand? No, I don't recognize the name. Oh, are you heading off somewhere? The Orbital trams will operate until 11 p.m., so make sure you're done with their business and back home by then. Ron and his friends will be performing at this year's summer festival concert. They've been practicing every day, but you can tell they're sad that Elliot won't be playing along with them. His violin always was the center of the group. Yeah, but now he's gonna learn how to, destroy the Empire's enemies and, invade them and lower their livelihood? Jeez, why is it that most of our regulars only ever come here in the evening? Oh, by the way, we take orders right up until 11 p.m., so don't worry about putting in an order or two. I was a student myself when I first took to the stage at the Summer Festival concert. You get the chance to play with the real pros there, so it's an amazing experience. So were you just the guy? Random customer? I guess it was just you. I thought maybe that was a hint for some semi-important character was going to be popping up. Because, you know, they do that a lot where they're like, oh, someone will be popping by later today. Phew, Ron's finally home. Now we can finally eat dinner. Oh, hey, you're Elliot's classmate, aren't you? My mom's pretty forgetful, you see. She doesn't have a clue about music either, so she doesn't get just how important practicing is. I mean, you did keep your family waiting until like 10 p.m. or something? That's a little... What time do you think it is, Ron? What in the world have you been doing? I told you already, didn't I? I've been practicing for the concert at the summer festival. I mean, I would be kind of pissed if it was like, oh, you can't eat yet because fucking Ron's off fooling around with his violin. That's not... Okay, no, I thought that was just... I thought I saw a sparkle, but that was just the light from the window. Hey, Elliot, you want to go see Laura and Fie duel to the death? I'm amazed at how quickly you ate all that food. Our apologies that we made you cook so much of it for us. Not a bother. I've been feeling so sad since Elliot left because there wasn't anyone around for me to cook for. I'll be making breakfast tomorrow too, so I'll look forward to that. Or so look forward to that. Oh no, do we want to know what Elliot's doing in his own private room? He's like, I finally have privacy for the first time in 6 months. It's finally time. You can hear Elliot tuning his violin. Is that what the kids call it? It's nice to be home. Oh yeah, I should go check the piano while I'm here too. He sounds so content. We shouldn't drag him into this. Yeah, I'd hate to disturb him. Looks like Elliot started tuning his instruments. Once again, is that what the kids call it these days? He normally ends up working on them late into the night. But not tonight. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen. What? What's that supposed to mean? Okay, so they don't let us fully explore. Who's the weirdo? The park scenery has an almost mystical air at night. It's nice. You're in luck, not too many people taking a leisurely stroll at this hour. Okay, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. I mean, shouldn't they not be fighting anywhere? How did it come to this? Put a sock in it, Machias. Hell yeah! I apologize for burdening you with this, but I appreciate you keeping watch. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move over to that gazebo we came out of earlier.
what a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
See, you guys can bond over
No
that.
denying those two have some surprising similarities.
Now, honestly, I think they should just, like, talk it out, and then it would all be good. But if they have to fight first, you know what, so be it. Phew, today sure was busy. There's no better way to unwind than a cold beer and the cool night air. And he wakes up the next day and he's like, why am I covered in mosquito bites? What was that? I didn't quite hear you, so say it again. I love you, baby. Louder and clearer. I love you, baby. Damn, you really do like making me say that embarrassing stuff. It's gotten pretty cold. We should head home. But it's so early. Let's stay and talk some more. Shit! You trying to start a fire, punk? Come on, tough guy. Speak up. Chief, please. You've had far too much to drink. Let's just head back already. Okay. What a shame. You might want to keep those thoughts to yourself. Fie, I'm begging you, please don't cause any trouble here. That everyone? Yes. That reminds me, did I ever read the 4th Imperial Chronicle? I don't think I did I? I don't... Or did we? Let's look. Imperial Chronicle. Yeah, we did read this. Okay. Now, I don't know why that just popped into my head, but... Also, someone mentioned that, the looking at the character profiles, which I did a little bit, I think before the start of yesterday's recording session. It's kind of neat. You got, like, little unlockable bits about all the characters if you talk to them. Some of them you get through the story, it seems, and some are just from, talking. Like this one, we got from, talking to her after the Patrick stuff. Pretty neat. Maidenly hobby? Running?
I don't see any people in this part of the park.
I'm fine with here if you are.
Alright, Fie. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history.
Can you just ask that without the duel? I mean, I doubt she would have said no.
At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really? Yeah, all things considered, Fie's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light.
What? You don't think war criminals are a good thing?
If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you.
Also, I would contest the idea that the knighthood is innately virtuous, but, whatever. Keep going, girl.
However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully, and that was when I finally realized. During all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone.
I mean, you could have just said this without the context of trying to beat each other up.
But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You aren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so... honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
What are you...
Shippers across the world salivating right now.
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Reen, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say.
Also, Laura, we want to know too, so we won't forgive you if you lose.
That's our Laura, all right.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle. I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
I mean, that's still the same thing.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
I don't know, it'd be cool.
All right, I'll officiate your duel.
Referee Reen has logged online.
Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
They do be glowing.
Go!
Hey!
Oh, she's whacking.
Shatter!
Target locked.
Oh, she's shooting. You're supposed to be AC delayed?
Here.
Laura, just use your S-brake.
Impressive.
You'll win instantly.
Same to you.
Then I won't hold back. Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna
I'll
straight
show
up.
you my
You're gonna
strongest.
straight up one-shot her.
Learned it from the boss himself.
That's enough!
Okay. At least Reem was able to stop him. I was a little like, you can't interrupt S-brakes, Reem, don't you know? Once you hit that button, you're locked in. As I learned several times in Trails 3 when we tried to use S-brakes and the game soft-locked me, I'm not still salty about it. What? No.
I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Reen?
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time. And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Wait, why me?
Honestly.
No respect for Machias.
Actually, I lost this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw.
Yeah, you got fucking crazy RNG hitting through blind. Bullshit.
If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's...
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
Well, anyway,
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen. Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections. We're all in this together.
Except Machias.
Okay. I used to be part of a Jaeger Corps called Zephyr.
Ooh, got a new little track here.
Before that, my earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger Corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King.
Oh, is that the Zephyr guy? Was that his name?
He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger Corps.
I know he had a kind of corny name.
He was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me. As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield.
I mean, they could have just not made a child fight. That was also an option.
One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think. The boss was reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphide. We roamed all across the continent together.
Got like a cool scarf cloak.
There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together. Until last year, when our boss died. It was a clash with another Jaeger Corps, the Red Constellation.
The Zephyr guy kind of looks like evil Kevin.
People used to say they were the only other Jaeger Corps in West Zemuria who could match us. Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years. Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell. After that, the Zephyr I'd grown up with disbanded.
Okay, so they did disband.
All the members who were left just kind of scattered. I don't know where they went. Then, just like that, I was alone again.
That's kind of the way we thought it played out. I wasn't entirely sure if it was, if the Corps disbanded or if she just left after the death of the Jaeger King.
I don't know what to say.
After that, you ended up coming to the academy?
Yep. Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up.
Like some kind of weird stalker lady.
She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation. That's how we first met. I told her about what happened, and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal, and after that, well, you know the rest.
That's quite a history. Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. There's still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on. How about it? Care to mix things up a little?
Oh. Let's do it.
They fighting us? What?
Now wait just a minute.
Please don't make me fight with Machias. Oh, god damn it. I hate this game at times.
Should have known.
Why does it love... It's like just in love with Machias.
I guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh?
Bro, give me Elliot back.
Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak.
What are you talking about? I've got Machias. I'm gonna die
But
instantly.
we'll give it a try.
You've got to be kidding me! We haven't got a chance against them!
Well, Reen does. You don't.
Come on. This is a good opportunity to see what they can really do, right? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for our field study and give it the best we've got.
God, we don't have any CP, do we?
Fine. But I don't intend to hold back. So I expect no less from both of you.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
If we have CP, which I don't think we do, then maybe we can win without too much...
I'm not
okay.
going to hold back. Fine, I'll
Oh,
do
wait,
it.
no, we're not. We're Fie and Laura. Okay. That is so much easier.
All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
Oh, now I'm gonna get my ass kicked by
about
Machias
this?
and it's all gonna feel bad.
I'll handle it.
Okay, we'll definitely link up. What's your opinions on AT You're not a fan, and you've got resistances? Opinions on Blind? You don't really believe in it. Opinions on Faints? Don't really believe in it. Yeah, this actually, well, stat down works. You got that going for you.
Target locked.
Right.
Got him.
Thanks.
This kind of sucks.
Gotcha.
Bro!
My turn.
How much HP do you guys have? A lot. Okay, they count as boss enemies? Oh, no, they don't. Their speed is only... It didn't display. And you do have Holy Breath.
Arcus, activate.
You have my thanks. Right.
Get them over here. I feel like that didn't really heal you that much. This should stop Reen from attacking. Machias, I think, can still hit us.
There.
Okay.
Here we go.
Is you do like 5,000, you do... Okay. So, just not a good start.
Careless.
I'm not going to
At
hold
the very,
back.
I mean, this
Fine,
is
I'll
way
do it.
more feasible, not having to use Machias.
Gotcha.
No,
You're done.
bro.
I was careless.
No, Machias doing 18,000 damage, or 1,800 damage
Hang
is
in there,
comical.
Alex. There.
Oh my god, okay, so Machias you have to take care of.
Wasn't strong enough.
All his skills are like actually really good when he's an enemy, because the percentages are crazy. Like EP shot.
I'm not going to hold back.
Normally
Fine,
it
I'll do
sucks, but it actually is really good when you have 20,000 HP.
There.
It's not over yet.
We have to go first.
Gotcha.
You can't win without going first.
I was careless.
How about this?
Wasn't strong enough.
But you have to
I'm
go
not
first.
going to hold back. Fine, I'll do it. There. Gotcha.
I'll handle it.
You have to be able to lower their speed.
I was careless.
Locked in. You won't get away. The second floor. Damn.
Wasn't strong enough.
Bro, you shouldn't know that move.
I'm not going to hold back. There.
Bro, quit doing it!
Okay.
I mean, we also could fish for KOs. It's a pretty low chance, but...
1, 2. Done.
All right, let's do this.
Right.
Okay, the new Earth Cleaver Machias, that'll... I guess take him out of the... I mean, he can still heal, though.
Okay. 1, 2. Done.
Gotcha!
Bro!
My turn.
Stop doing that.
Here I go. Huh.
You have my things.
There!
Hang in there, everyone!
Thanks!
Right.
I mean, like, there's no way to heal or, like, do anything, man. Okay, at least we can lower movement.
Alright, let's do this!
Leave it to me!
I'll handle it.
Okay, this is actually kind of okay now.
Here I go. Huh.
You have my things.
Bro!
Hang in there, everyone!
Thanks!
Quit doing just
This is bad.
stupid amounts of damage.
Here I go.
There!
I was careless.
This is nothing.
It just really sucks that it starts us with, being lined up.
Wasn't strong enough.
Bro, Reen is in
I'm not going
stupid
to hold
hard.
Back.
Fine, I'll do it.
Alright, let's
All right.
do this!
How about this?
Okay,
My
this
turn.
is, we actually get a chance to play the game this time. Also, I keep forgetting to link them. It's kind of annoying that they don't start linked, if I'm being honest.
Target lock.
Of course.
Bro!
Second form! Yeah!
Hang in there, everyone!
Thanks!
This is bad.
Dude, I don't even know if this is possible. Well, I mean, you can just fish for death blows, which is maybe what we're gonna have to do. Him being able to Gale really sucks. Would he? I guess he would probably actually have Gale normally by this point, though, so... I don't really know when he would normally learn the ability. Okay, I mean, we just can't heal at all.
1, 2. Done.
Oh,
It's
you
not over yet.
put him to sleep. Okay. And the AT delay is working.
Here I go. Huh.
You have my things. My turn.
Now, do you have anything that cures Seal plus heals? We have T. And that's pretty much it. Oh, that's our best heal plus... Yeah, so take some tea.
Delicious.
I'll handle it.
Okay, lower that speed. Well, I mean...
Target lock.
Of course.
You kind of have to move. I think you Radiant Wings first.
Second form! Gale!
Oh, God damn it, I keep forgetting he can do that.
Flames, gather
He
on
can
my
S-break? Are you kidding me?
Wasn't strong enough.
Dog, what is this fight?
I'm not going to... Alright,
Leave
let's
it to
do
me!
this!
How about this?
It's not over yet.
I think we literally have to fish for death blows. It's the only way.
Here I go.
Should have seen that coming.
Of course.
All is forgiven. My man
This is
can
bad.
fucking S-break.
Here I go. Yeah. Okay.
I believe in the delay.
1, 2. Done.
My turn.
Yeah, I don't really, I mean, apparently it's something, there's like extra scaling on AT delay from speed, so that's why it goes through, even though in theory it should only be a 1/4 chance. Now, I do wish it would just tell you the percentage, so I'm not just guessing, but, you know, that would be too easy.
Shatter.
Girl, what is your
I'll
problem?
handle it. Here I go. Yeah.
Why is Makia so evasive?
My turn.
Okay, all is forgiven.
Target lock.
How about this?
My turn.
Now, Machias, you don't know an S break, so if you use one, I will never forgive you. I will never use you again out of spite.
Shatter!
Like, when it comes time to use your...
Off guard. Broken.
Like, if the game forces me to use
Okay.
you, I will just use move every time and, like, not engage and fight with 3 party members. If you S break me... I mean, I guess we just double ult. Well, let's, Saintly Force.
Activate. Okay.
Saintly Force.
Right.
Well, don't... Well, wait, no, you can hit while they're fainted. It doesn't,
Broken.
There you go.
This is so ridiculous.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess
I
we're
mean,
safe.
it is kind of ridiculous. Ring got straight up one-shot first turn.
Not bad.
I mean, that does make the fight, like... I mean, it's like, it's either... If you do it straight up, it's, like, I think, literally impossible. And if you get a death blow, it becomes the easiest
we
fight in
did it.
existence.
Uh-huh.
You two. It's like they're off in their own little world.
I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo.
Hey, what are you four doing?
Nothing?
Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Students, are you from one of the local high schools?
Yeah, this is a club activity. We're part of the Save the World Club?
We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in Adios' name were you doing?
Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this.
We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused.
Just say that you're the son of the governor and you're above the law.
We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there.
Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good of an idea as it first seemed.
Don't you know dueling is a capital offense in the Empire? Don't admit that.
Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better.
Same with jaywalking, okay? Basically, actually, all crimes are capital offenses in the Empire. We don't believe in jail.
You know, it's a little late for such deep insights. Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders.
Hey, they reached Link level 2. Now, didn't it say they had Link level 3 when we were in that fight?
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Ooh, gladiator belt. Let's go.
Keep up the good work.
Elliot, don't ever abandon me again. I will never forgive you. God, we're just lucky that it was Machias and not
Are they all
Elliot we
still
were
asleep?
fighting. Granted, you know, since we got the death blow, it didn't really matter who we were fighting.
It's almost time for breakfast.
Oh, it's you, Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting.
And we're lucky we got it on Reen, because I think Reen could have easily 2v1'd us. Well, I guess if we stunned him with the feint, I mean, there's nothing you can do if you get stunned for 5 turns.
What's wrong? You look exhausted.
You might say we had a pretty eventful night.
Look at these geriatrics.
Okay, you win one fight, now you think you're hot shit, Laura. Alright, we'll remember that.
On the other hand, as you can see, we have gusto to spare.
And for what it's worth, Fie's the one who won the fight.
Isn't that right, Fie?
And you call yourselves men.
How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human?
Whoa, just calm down.
Wow, what the heck did you guys do last night? The two of you look like you've been chased around town by wolves, but Fie and Laura are all buddy-buddy now.
Man, I really knew I shouldn't have taken tonight to tune my violin.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first, let's grab the list of today's tasks from the mailbox.
Reen took the day's task from the guild house's mailbox. At Fiona's insistence, they decided to have breakfast before taking a look at their tasks for the day. Wow, so that's what happened after you guys left? I feel all left out now. You have our apologies. But listening to you talk about your resolve yesterday strengthened my own. I simply couldn't wait any longer. We'll treat you to something later. Consider yourself lucky you didn't have to endure 2 hours of police questioning afterward like we did. Oh. Oh, so that's why you all seem so tired. Yeah, it's not the lack of sleep that gets you, it's the mental fatigue. So did you receive another packet of tasks from the governor? Yep, probably delivered first thing this morning before we were even awake. We'll look them over once we finished our breakfast. Agreed. Also, I see they have the crossbell style dinner of salad for breakfast. Make sure you get plenty to eat so you'll have lots of energy for the day ahead. And there's plenty more where that came from if you can manage it. What do we got? Oh no, no! If you can help us, it's the cat mission! It's finally time for our cat mission. Made for walking. Yo, it's time for... Who did we decide was a sneakerhead? Wasn't it one of our party members? I think it was Elisa who had a bunch of sneakers, right? Heimdall Port Monster? Terrifying Monster? Okay. I mean, I'll be the judge of whether it's terrifying. Now, most monster extermination requests have been terrifying, but... Looks like we got quite a variety today, too. Yeah, one of them looks like it'll take us to an area we didn't get to see yesterday. Yeah, that monster extermination request is from Heimdall Port. We shouldn't have any problems getting there from the tram. Same for Modder Park, where we were yesterday. We'd like to have to visit a number of locations today as well. And considering the festival begins tomorrow, I expect the city will be buzzing with excitement. Still, no need to rush. Well, take care, everyone. It'll be fun just walking and watching as everyone puts the finishing touches on their decorations. Right. Thanks, sis. Thank you very much for making us breakfast. Alright, let's get started. These jobs aren't going to do themselves. Well, I mean, maybe they will. The Summer Festival always serves as a reminder that the hottest part of summer is about to begin. Apparently it used to be customary to clean your home and go around thanking people for favors this time of year. Not many people do that nowadays, but I think it's a wonderful idea personally. I should start preparing for the festival myself, though I guess there's not much to do since I'll be helping out at Hemming's store again. We gotta inspect your room, Elliot. Can't go into the dad's room to find all the secrets. Okay, well I guess we'll spend the last 20 or so minutes just talking to peeps. I expected the summer festival in Heimdall to be much flashier than this given all the talk about it. Back home we'll wear floral adornments as we celebrate the festival. There's a parade during the first day of the festival, isn't there? Oh, how exciting! I simply can't wait to see Princess Olphin's loveliness with my own eyes. I mean, yeah, I guess. Lady, quit running away. It's been over a year since they closed the Bracer Guilds here. It was kind of a shock given how popular and effective they were. Apparently the best bracer they had back then was a woman, too. Oh, who could it be? While the Imperial Army has a bunch of armored divisions, there's 3 in particular that I think are important. First, it's the 3rd Armored Division, led by Lieutenant General Zex Vander himself. Then you've got the 7th Armored Division, who can tear across a battlefield with lightning speed. And finally, there's the 4th Armored Division, who has more raw firepower than any other unit in the military. That's the division that Lieutenant General Olaf Craig commands. If you think about it, that makes him the strongest man in Erebonia. I mean, you know. You sure? You sure he's the strongest? You absolutely positive? Maybe for now, but not for long. Last year, Fiona's gave us the idea to bake musical note-themed cakes. Long ago, back when I was an instructor at the Music Academy, I had one student who stood far above the rest. She went on to become famous, fall in love, get married, and have children, but eventually she lost her life to illness. Still, it was clear that she loved the life she led. Even on her deathbed, she continued to sing. Yeah, that's just how I feel about her. Sorry about that. Old men like me just love to reminisce. Reminisce? Fiona told me that you're walking around town as part of your field study. Just remember to go at a relaxing pace, especially with Elliot around. He's not the most athletic person in the world. Wow, I'm not sure if I'm offended or touched by your concern. Make sure you double up your decorations around the tram track, Strauss. I'm sure everybody will like that. You do realize the decorations are already planned out, don't you? Strauss looks over at City Hall. As it just so happens, he's in charge of the decorations around this year. Which means it's easy for me to take over and lead him towards making the decorations around here perfect. Ho ho ho! We only celebrate the summer festival for 3 days here in Heimdall, but I've heard that there are some places where it runs for 5 whole days. Kinda makes me jealous of the people in the provinces. Anybody hanging out in our, Racer Guild? No? And we'll hit up the house, and then we will, move over to the next district. Did you hear about what happened over at Modder Park last night? Apparently the HMP arrested some shady characters, so you better be careful if you go over there. Worry not, we know what we're doing. We'll get them if they show up again. You two are doing this on purpose, aren't you? I wish I would have been there. That would have been a real scoop. I feel bad for Ron since Mom always forgets stuff so quick. He tells her that he'll be back late because of practice every day, but she forgets every time. Okay, so I mean, he did at least warn, so in that case, the blame isn't quite as bad on him. My son Ron is performing at a concert during the festival. I didn't know he had it in him. Maybe it helped that he had Fiona as a teacher. Worst part is, Mom forgets that she forgets stuff too. Sounds like me. So where are we going for our quest? Just out of curiosity on where I need to avoid? Okay, don't go to Lesage, don't go to Ost yet. Well, since we're already on VQ Street, we'll talk to everyone, but we'll just ignore the boutique. Well, actually, it's probably one where you have to like, walk around for a while. Like, I'm guessing it's probably going to be the version of the sneaker quest from Trails 1, and I think there was one in Trails 2 as well. So maybe we should go ahead and start that. Do you know about St. Astria's Girls' School over in the Sankt District? It's full of girls from noble backgrounds, all of whom stay in dormitories. I'm guessing all the lessons will be about learning to be high-class ladies too. Dance classes, cooking lessons, and so on. It's kind of hard to imagine a school like that as a commoner, though. I've heard that the daughters of some really rich customers attend too, though. You don't have to wonder just what kind of people attend to an expensive academy. Also, your name seems familiar. The Imperial Chronicles journalists all seem awful busy. I'm not surprised, though, with the festival starting up tomorrow. I imagine they're up to their eyes in work. You will not escape. Chancellor Osborne's really popular here. Everyone sees him as a crusader for the people. Idiots. But that's not the only reason he's famous. Women are head over heels with that dandy look he's got, too. I don't see it, though. He looks more scary than attractive to me. Well, we'll pop in and get our shoes. You could always make a new accessory the focal point. Those earrings would be perfect for you. Oh, those do look nice. She said she's going on a date tomorrow. How exciting that I get to give her some advice. Sepha used to be one of our most frequent customers. She loved our clothing so much that she came to visit every day, so she and Howard got to know each other pretty well. And in the end, he offered her a job. Actually, that's how a lot of our employees got their jobs. That's one way to do it. Drive your customers into debt with exorbitant prices? You know the word. and then force them to work for you for pennies on the dollar. Well now, you kids must be from Thor's Class 7. I'm Howard, the owner of this here boutique. You look shocked that I know who you are, but I was the one who designed those uniforms you're wearing. Is that so? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you then. Come to think of it, we just heard yesterday that our uniforms are made here. We did. They're fantastic uniforms. It's an honor to be able to speak with the man who designed them. I am, because I mean, we would only know that because we talked to the lady, right? It's pretty cool that the game acknowledges that random conversation. You're gonna make me blush if you keep all that up. It's really the other way around. You all suit your uniforms very well. You've made your own little tweaks to match personalities. Good stuff. Like I see, you've made the nerd in your group wear the summer one, which we're not proud of. We really put all our work into the winter uniform, which is the coolest. Thanks. I'm guessing you're here because of that request I sent in. That's right. Can you tell us a little bit more about it? No problem. So we got some new shoes in. I'd like one of you to give them a little test run for me just to see how they hold up in action. Oh, that sounds interesting. It's not our usual kind of request. Glad to see the interest. So, you got some time to wear some shoes? We'll be glad for help. We'd be glad to help. Alright, that's the way. Just what kind of shoes do you need us to test? Actually, the Strager Corporation's newest design. The Strager Corporation? I think I've heard the name before. I don't know my shoe brands very well. I guess they ain't that popular here in Erebonia. I do happen to be familiar with them, actually. I believe they celebrated their 50th anniversary last year. Dork, Lord. They're from Lamont State, right? Yes and yes, I'm pretty impressed you two know so much. Same here. I read about them in a magazine once, that's all. I'm not a sneakerhead or nothing. I just realized you're wearing Strega shoes yourself, young lady. Strega stuff is easy to move in and durable enough. They're comfy and easy to wear. They're pretty decent. Good to hear some positive impressions. Pretty decent. Maybe not what I would call that positive. Anyway, I should probably explain what I actually want you to do. Well, after we decide on who'll be wearing them. Once I got here for girls, specifically girls who are maybe 160 to 170 reg tall. Wait, what? Who cares how tall you are? It's about how big your feet are. I only got one person here who fits that bill. You're up, Laura. I can't imagine anyone else in our group wearing them, at least. Then it's sorted. Mind if I ask you to put them on now? Unless they're like boots and you'd just be like comically tall if you were too tall? Lady Stragas? Seems like they're a perfect fit. You'll need this as well, so here you go. What might this be? It's an orbital pedometer, the one you'll use to track how many steps you've been taking. It works in tandem with the receiver and the shoes to count all your steps. Yeah, it sounds like overkill, but I like my data as accurate as possible. That definitely seems thorough. Is there a specific number of steps you'd like me to take before we return? 2,000 steps. You can walk around more if you want, though. The results should be the same either way, so more steps isn't better or worse. Either way, once you clear 2,000, come on back and talk to me. Understood. Okay, Laura, ready to do some walking? Always. Hey, the step count will not increase if you remove these. Got it. Are they any good? Accuracy? I mean, she was missing like crazy back there, so... Where's that belt? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. I mean, auto CP up, dude. It's auto CP up. You gotta equip it. It's so good. Now, there's an argument to be made for giving it to Maki. Well, wait, Machias, why are you in my party? Get the hell out. Don't ever talk to me again. Now, Laura actually has more HP now, so we could put her in the front slot. She has way more defense. Now, whether that actually affects... I mean, you have more evasion, though. I think I prefer the evasion. Like, that's probably going to make you more survivable. Since I'm kind of not even entirely sure if defense will do anything. The Imperial Chronicles journalists all seem awful busy. I'm not surprised, though, with the festival starting tomorrow. I imagine they're up to their eyes in work. Because, I mean, the difference between Reen and Milliam's defense was even higher, like percentage-wise, and they still took the same damage, so... I mean, it was like very slightly reduced. There's so many famous stores around here. There's the boutique, there's Bifrost. I can't decide where to explore first. Prince Oliver's really getting popular these days. Nobody gave a rip about him until he returned from abroad in that white airship. I thought it was a big deal. He had pretty much everyone in Heimdall talking about him. Guess that's one way to capture people's imaginations. Man, that line would make no freaking sense if you hadn't played the originals. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Because it's like, it's so vague. You're like, why would returning in an airship make him popular? The Imperial Chronicles journalists all seem awful busy. Oh, we already talked to you. There's so many famous stores around here. There's the boutique. I've already talked to you too. I can finally return home to Crossbell. Oh, Bond! What's up? Now that our business here is done, actually I should buy some souvenirs for my family before I head back. While I may have moved to a nice house, I still owe Sunita and Creel for all the trouble I've caused them. Oh, that's really cool. I'm certain you've heard about tomorrow's summer festival, and the festival part is something of a misnomer. There are a few events that take place across the city, but that's about it. Although Princess Elephant's presence might make things different this year, I could see things being busier than usual. Friggin' Heimdall doesn't even get a bouncy castle. How can you call it a festival if you haven't got a bouncy castle? Definitely feels like the summer festival now that the city's all prettied up. Too bad I'm working tomorrow. I see the rumors of EQ Street's splendor were not exaggerated. What an excellent venue for the summer festival. How wonderful! Pretty as the street is, I do find myself wary of those horrible cars. What if they hit someone at that speed? I mean, if you get hit by a horse and carriage, you'll probably be hurt too, so... It's not that different. It's tradition to hand out gifts to people in the neighborhood during the summer festival, so here I am stocking up to avoid the shame of being the only one who doesn't have any gifts to give. Alright, I need to buy some gifts for the people at my husband's workplace too. The only customer we get who stands out is this really cool-looking, intellectual-looking guy. But it turns out he's actually Heimdall's governor. I only just started working there part-time, so I had no idea. Seems like he's been a fan of our coffee since before we even became a chain store. I guess our governor's a coffee connoisseur. He always orders one specific blend. Welcome to Plaza Beefrost. During the summer festival period, we will be handing out commemorative gifts to all our customers. Please don't forget to collect yours. Give me. Hand over the gift, lady. The word Bifrost refers to a legendary rainbow bridge said to lead warriors to victory. When the War of the Lions ended, Emperor Dracos walked triumphantly up the street to celebrate the war's end. This is how the store came to get its name, as this street was, in a sense, a bridge that led him to his own victory. Tomorrow happens to mark the anniversary of the war's end too. Why not purchase something to celebrate? It's interesting. A little bit of real life lore. The Imperial Chronicle has a history stretching all the way back to the Middle Ages. It started as a magazine aimed squarely at the nobility. It's been informing and enriching the minds of Erebonian citizens ever since. It was once a magazine only for the nobility? Yeah, I don't know. They seem to be more supportive of, I don't know, I mean, they're kind of... I guess they're not that much of, like, a ruling... they're more just like the ruling class in general, not necessarily nobility or, the reformists? Jaegers are basically super skilled mercenaries. They'll do pretty much anything for the right price. Some countries have laws that outright ban the use of them, but not Erebonia. After all, this is the country that's okay with letting the rich build up their very own personal armies. Yeah, I see no way that could ever backfire. Most of the ingredients we use get brought in through Heimdall Port. As useful as the trains and airships are, it's definitely best to bring seafood and the like in by boat. Keeps it nice and fresh. It ends up being a lot cheaper than doing so by train. Making contracts with the Jaegers isn't banned here in Erebonia. There are even rumors that the government uses them from time to time. What? No, the government would never use Jaegers to elicit some sort of shady operation. Look at all their stores, they're really spoiled for choice. You can fill an entire day just going in and taking a peek at each one. Not really. I made to buy some really nice coffee beans today, so I'll say I'm satisfied. I can't wait to get home and try them out. Especially if you're poor like us and you have no money, so you can't buy anything, so there's nothing to worry about. Lepanto & Co. is famous enough to be trusted with the interior designs for embassies and reception halls. It's said that they do a good job of giving each of their projects an Erebonian touch. I wonder if I could get them to do my house too. People of Erebonia know to admire austerity and strength. It's certainly reflected in the city's atmosphere. Perhaps that's due to the influence of the nobles and their culture. Wonder if I should. Yo, we actually have money for once in our lives? What? I do wonder if I should buy a proxy puppet. It is really good. Still, even with the nerf. There were once 2 branches of the Bracelet Guild here in Heimdall. Unfortunately, both are gone now that it's an awful shame. I've gotten to know quite a few braces in my line of work. I wonder what they're up to now. I mean, it is crazy that, like, the proxy puppet in here is, like, so much worse than it is in, like, you know, previous games, and it's still really good. Like, that just shows how overpowered they used to be. Okay, I guess we'll pop by the Imperial Chronicle and, probably call it a day. Yes, my name is Kerrigan, and I placed an advertisement in your missing person section several days ago. Has anyone contacted you with any information on Lady Annabelle? Yes, we did receive your request. Please go ahead and make your way to the waiting area. I'll call the person responsible. Wonderful, fine old Annabelle here. Oh, she's ready to meet with Claude. He's gonna be the one covering the trade conference in Crossbell for us. But over here, we got the summer festival tomorrow, so we gotta figure out our layouts for that. Claude. I don't remember Claude, but I assume we probably talked to him at some point in Azure. One of the foreign reporters. The only one I remember is I remember Natisha, but she was from Librel. Yeah, I think we'll stop here. Next time we'll probably start things off with a bit of talking and then transition into one of our other quests. What's our other one? Oh no, Nano? Yeah, we'll probably go to the Ost District, talk to everyone there, and then start this quest. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.